EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Cleveland Browns. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 31 yards there and a first down.
Okay, let's do our version of name dropping here. Let's show off a little knowledge, right? The A-gap, the gap between the center and the guard on either side, right? Both sides. Control that, you're going to control an inside running game.
And he had to feel satisfied because he hit that gap, broke the contact. He loves that.
That's the best part, right? That's what he's going to ask the coach to run back on film.
Let me see that one more time.
Show that again, coach. Look how my legs kept churning. I just kept moving, and he did to the tune of a big game.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try the air now with Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And now with the play clock getting down, Kevin Stefanski going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara taken down at the 42.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll send a receiver in motion left. To throw on 2nd and 6. Winston looking deep downfield. This is caught at the 20. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Here's Winston completing a quick throw out wide. Touchdown! Chris Olave on the touchdown toss from Jameis Winston. And the Saints take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The Cleveland offense ready to go. In the first drive, they were moving the ball okay. Then the interception. Now time to regroup after giving up the score.
Yeah, I noticed him on the sidelines talking with one of his coaches, and they were comparing the pictures, right? You get the photos, what the defense was doing. They were carving it up pretty well, as you noted. I think they focused a lot on, okay, what happened on the interception ball, seeking to avoid it in the future.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Watson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. This is taken at about the 14. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now Thomas will come in motion right. first down. Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second down and 3. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the 27, Winston. He gets this one to Johnson. Finding room at midfield. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Trying the left side with Kamara. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a way to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down and 4. Winston. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Jameis to throw it. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Winston now to throw on 1st down. Back to Kamara for another catch. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A give to Kamara running right. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 5 from the 8. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Kamara. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. Jet sweep. Here's Olave. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. How about this Browns defense? They've held so far. This is now 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Saints! Chris Olave on the touchdown toss for Jameis Winston. And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Check. Motion. Alert. Kill. 55. 56. We don't want this. 56 of Mike.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Watson. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Marcus Davenport able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with a 14-0 lead, they may just try to get this to the locker room. Jameis now on 1st down. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. In motion right is Thomas. They just do get the play off. Now Winston going deep here for Landry. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. In motion left here, Landry. On 3rd down, Winston. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The Cleveland offense ready to go. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the 2nd half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it.
and that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. They start the second half with Kamara. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. They run it again with Kamara. They find some open field here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Winston now. He's got it. Touchdown. Jameis Winston with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The Browns drive about to get started. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. A first down throw for Winston. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. 65 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.